the story the exhibition tells is not just one of empire, it's also of how the game of cricket itself has changed, both in terms of how it's played, but also the ethos behind it's being played. So in the early days of MCC, there was a lot of stress on the amateur ethos, on the good of the game, and cricket being a good end in itself. And that was really the case for a lot of the time that MCC governed the world game. It was partly a tool of British soft power to enhance British prestige around the world, and a way of maintaining those links between communities scattered across the British Empire. Where that began to change when MCC began to row back from its role as governing body, we saw a new commercial ideal take hold of cricket. This really began with the Kerry Packer revolution, World Series cricket in Australia in the 1970s, and it's found its ultimate home in the IPL in India today, where that real commercial focus that we see in cricket today has gone along with the transfer in the balance of power to Asia. The economic powerhouse of cricket today is very much on the Indian subcontinent and in the IPL in particular.
So one of the things that this exhibition showcases is the relationship between India and England as cricketing entities, because India was obviously a key part of the British Empire, and cricket's role in mediating that relationship is very fascinating. Indians began to take to cricket from the early 19th century, and the first to do so systematically were the Parsis of Bombay. They were also the first to send a cricket team to England in 1886, and behind me you can see a sketch of the Parsi cricketers as they were drawn by an artist who watched them play at Lord's. Obviously the artist has taken some creative licenses, but it's still very interesting as one of the first visual representations we have of that first pioneering Parsi cricket team. After that cricket tour in 1886, you had a second Parsi team which came in 1888. And what is interesting is that these Parsi cricketers were seen as anomalies. They were seen as imperial exotica, interesting sort of visitors who played the game in a quaint way. They were not taken seriously as cricketers. But as time goes on, we begin to see a new image of the Indian cricketer emerge, and that has very much to do with Prince Ranjit Singh, otherwise popularly known as Ranji, whose bat we have also represented in this exhibition. So, for example, you can see behind me in the case a bat used by Ranji in the summer of 1896. This bat is on loan to the MCC collection from the Wisden Bat collection, and it was used in a summer when Ranji burst on the international cricket scene. He scored over 2,000 runs with this bat. He made his reputation playing for England against Australia. And of course, he became the most popular and most celebrated cricketer in England, second only to the great W.G. Grace. So it's really fascinating to note that we had in the late 19th century an Indian cricketer who was in a sense a global sporting celebrity because of his play for England.